Ritesh here, and welcome to my seventh video in the logistic regression series. Until now, what we have seen is we saw that we have to minimize this particular equation. This is I equals to 1 to n, and this was log of 1 plus p to the power minus of zi, where zi was yi multiplied by w transpose xi. Okay. Now, what we have to find is we have to find this w. This is the optimal w. We have to find this optimal w. So we have to minimize this one so that we can have our best W. So we will write this equation as this is the convention of writing this. W star equals to this. We have to minimize this particular equation to get this particular W. So this is our convention. So there is no need to worry about that. We will get used to this convention. Now this is the geometric formulation. There is one more formulation called probabilistic formulation. This is derived using probability. So we will also see this if you all want to know about how the probabilistic formulation is equal to geometric formulation. If you are interested in, then I will make one more video on this. Please do let me know in the comments below. So I will just write the probabilistic formulation of this. This is like minimize this, or we also write argmin. Argmin means we have to minimize this particular thing so that we can have the best W. So we can write argmin. This is W star summation of I equals to 1 to n. This is minus of yi log of pi minus 1 minus yi and log of 1 minus pi. Now we have to do summation. What is yi here? Here yi is 0 and 1. And here in this particular equation, what we had was y was minus 1 and 1. Minus 1 was for class 1 and this one was for class 2. And here 0 is, here minus 1 is replaced with 0. And this is class 1 and this is label for class 2. And what is pi? Pi is simply sigmoid of zi, or you can say zi, because see this is yi, this is 1 or minus 1. So keeping it inside or outside will not make any difference, because anyway we are multiplying with this. So what zi will be here, or you can, to remove the confusion, don't write zi here, just make it sigmoid of w transpose xi. This is the probability. What is the probability? So just let me make it more clear so that you can understand why I am telling this as probability. See, suppose suppose this is our hyperplane. This is our hyperplane. Okay. Now suppose a point lies here. Suppose a point lies here, and this is hyperplane. W is always per sorry. W W, which is the equation of the hyperplane, is always perpendicular to the hyperplane. So this is always W. This is W. Now what happens is, when we calculate the distance of this point x from this, that D is W transpose xi. Okay. And what we calculate finally is, we want to squash the values because we want to prevent our model from overfitting because of the outlier. So this is W transpose xi. Now this sigmoid will give us a value between minus 1 to 1. We know that this can give a value between minus 1 to 1. Now what happens is, suppose this xi is here, and this value after passing from sigmoid will give us a value of 0.5. Gave a value of 0.5. Now what happens is, this is like a probability. What is the probability? The probability is, this 0.5 is the probability that this particular point belongs to this particular class or class 1. Suppose make it class 1 and make it class 2, or make it class 2 and this is class 1. So we have seen that class 1 is having a level of minus 1 and class 2 is having a level of plus 1. So that's why what we will do is, this is class 2 and this is class 1. Now this 0.5 will give us the probability that, yeah, x is belonging to point 1, because this is far away from this line. Farther the point, better the probability of this point belonging to class 2. If a point is very near to this, suppose a point is here, then the distance will be very low. Suppose this is 0.01, then the probability that this point belongs to this is very less, because this is very near to point. If this is here, then the probability belonging to this is 0, and for this also this is 0, because the sigmoid value will give us a value of 0. So this is how this works on, or this is how it works. That's why I have mentioned that in our previous slide, that it is the probability. So the final equation that we have is, now this is R min W star, this is I equals to 1 to n, and this is log 1 plus e to the power minus zi, and this is W star equals to, we have to minimize this particular thing, and zi is equals to yi multiplied by W transpose xi, and the value of y is minus 1 and 1. This is the geometric one, and this is the probability. This is from probability. This will give us a value of, sorry, the equation will be like this: W star summation of I equals to 1 to n, this is minus of yi into into log of pi. This is the probability of the point, and this is minus 1 minus yi into log of 1 minus pi. So this is our whole thing, and this is it. Just note that if a point belongs to class 1, then the label will be 0, and if yi is 0, this whole term will go, only this term will be there. So at any point of time, only one of these terms will be used based on the label of that particular point. All this is while training. While training, we will be calculating this whole thing, or this whole equation we will be calculating, and for the minimum loss, or the for minimum value of this particular equation, we will select that W. So that W will also be updated. So we will see in our later videos how W is updated. For now, just assume that we are updating W based on the value that we get after solving this particular equation for each point, and we change the W accordingly. We have some methods that are called optimization equations. We will see it in our later videos. So for now, this is the geometric formulation, this is the probabilistic formulation, and both these are equivalent. That means both these are equal. If you all are curious to know that, do let me know in my comments, and I will make another video to show how these two equations are equivalent to each other. For now, this is done, and in the next video I will show you what how what you want to interpret from W. What is W actually doing? I will show you in the next video, and then we will move on to the coding part, where we will code this algorithm, and we will also use it to train on some data. So thanks for watching this video. See you in the next video.